together.
Liz spilled the details of the plan to blindside Hayley.
The fact that the villains are turning against Hayley is alarming to me.
And he made sure to tell Hayley at the reward challenge.
Lisa blindsided you last night. She's working with the others.
You can go get me out.
Yes, it was you.
At the immunity challenge. The Super Stack Villains tribe
Gonna get tough in the weight, guys, so make sure you grab in your bag.
held on for victory. At camp, Flick and Matt were on the chopping block.
Yeah, I've decided I'm 100% in.
But when Matt pledged his allegiance to George
If I say I'm loyal, I'm loyal.
and Flick made a deal with Shawnee and Liz,
And you're not going to dog outside. No, I want to work with you guys.
a power struggle
I'm joking.
We have this man.
threatened to break up the Spice Girls.
Just
At Tribal Council, when Liz threatened to save Flick with her idol,
Oh, yes.
Stevie was sacrificed to keep the peace.
The tribe has spoken.
12 are left. Who will be going home tonight?
Oh, it's Josh, dude. I thought it was like... That's such definition.
Seeing George strip off like that, I think he just needs a little bit more sun on those buns. They were quite brioche white.
You know, that's the first time I've ever been swam.
Shut up.
I swear to
You're
God,
alive.
I've never done it.
Well, George, we'll be going for a announcement in WA together.
I kept thinking about poor Stevie last night. I think he's going to have nightmares about that tribal for the next 10 years of his life. God.
I felt like last night was a make or break moment. Liz and I made it extremely clear that we wanted Flick to stay, and I'm glad that our alliance was able to compromise with us.
Thanks. Yeah, very grateful for last night, so thanks for knowing into that for me. Thanks, seriously. Very appreciative.
Well, you can repay the favour.
Yeah.
I feel like Merge is just around the corner, and I know that's when you really get a spring in your step. And I am excited to have Flick a part of this girl gang. The girls really have to look out for each other now.
I really feel good about working. But then I really feel good, like, to merge. There's a couple of common targets.
Yeah.
That, like,
Simon.
I hope we didn't burn ourselves last night, eh?
Flick, she is just too dangerous.
I just don't think Shawnee and Liz see it.
No. I do feel it was a great opportunity lost, not getting rid of Flick. But I know George is an excellent strategist, and we need to move forward into Merge united.
I've made a big sacrifice to serve.
Yes. No, I know. No, I hope I can pay the favour.
As far as I'm concerned, us three are tight to the end.
Yeah. That's where you test it. Let's stick together, the three of us.
Yeah. 100%.
Although I'm close with George, Maddie and I, we've been together since day one. I believe in this young man. I really do. He's a good character. He's the ultimate hero. He's a lifesaver. I just want to make sure we are aligned all the way through.
likely our way. The best ones to have.
I agree. I fully agree.
And if it's us three, you're going to win the challenge, then you've got to pick.
Yeah.
And
I'm probably taking you.
please, just
We'll cross that bridge in a long
we'll
time.
get to it. But if you're fair dinkum there, hey, yeah, let's do it. Let's bank it.
Man, you're the fun dude.
What is that?
Oh, we have a feast.
Shut up. No.
Come on in.
Is this happening? Oh my God. Yeah, beers.
Fish?
Yeah,
Far
that
out.
grains.
Look at the pig.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Lobster.
Ah!
Sick, man. This is happening. I'm so happy.
Villains getting your first look at the new hero tribe. Stevie voted out last night's tribal council.
Oh my God! Definitely felt like
So, Sean, are you surprised that Flick and Matt are still here?
Look, you never truly know what's going on at the other tribe. But absolutely, not only because they were part of our original tribe, but they're two fantastic people. Very happy, mate.
George, what's the status on your war between the heroes and the villains? Is someone winning, or is it a stalemate?
I think we've had winners and losers to date, but the first war here in Samoa has ended. We can have a time of peace while we feast. But last night's tribal council, I think it was a tragedy, but the key theme was compromise, and that's what the outcome was. There were promises made before tribal council, during tribal council, and after tribal council, and whether those promises hold will determine whether there's a second war here in Samoa or not.
Well, after 28 days of heroes and villains battling it out, it is time to see what's going to happen when the two sides come together. You can drop your buffs. We are merged. Here are your new buffs.
Thanks, man.
So, Haley, as someone who's won it before, you come with a certain amount of baggage. Are you surprised that you made it this far?
I'm shocked, actually, yes. I came with a few goals and getting here, I'm a bit emotional about it. I didn't think I'd get here, so I'm really happy to be here and with such good people, and I'm really excited that it's part of the game.
Simon, I'm guessing this was on your bucket list.
Yeah, this is a special moment for me to be, a second-time player, but this is new territory for me, and I couldn't be prouder, so thank you.
As you've already seen, there is an incredible merge feast waiting for you.
Shut up.
Congratulations, everyone. Dig in, enjoy your feast.
It is,
How do we open it?
Cheers, everyone.
Yes, this is so good.
Ooh, pig head.
Oh my God. There you go. Are we just going fingers?
Oh,
How good's that?
it's flavored taro. It's delicious.
Oh, yes.
Girls, get it in.
Oh, that goes down a treat.
No, that's Caroline.
Yeah.
Eat it, quick, try it.
Daddy, hello.
Oh, God.
It's so good.
Maybe I'm that troubles myself. You don't get anything. You're a fool. No idea what you say. We have a good advantage here. We have a good advantage here. Stevie gone.
Sitting down at the merge feast, I was a bit nervous. Right now, there are 8 original heroes.
Thanks. This seems amazing.
And 4 original villains here on this new tribe. On paper, we're pretty outgunned. But I'm at my best when I'm leaping up off my feet. And I am going to hit the ground running.
Can we open the lobster? I haven't tried it yet.
Well, there's been a lot of...
We got the tail.
Take the head, whatever that is. Take the whole thing. Look at my head.
It's like, die, Hayley!
Right now, my priority is simple. I'm on the schmooze at today's merge feast. And I've made it clear with my cross-tribe interactions with Hayley that I'm definitely willing to work with her this time.
Let's do a toast. We made it.
All right.
Cheers.
And to finally be on the same trial after 28 days.
Finally,
It's a long time.
I cannot believe both George and I have made merge. I would have never imagined that that would happen. And while it's nice to sit down and break bread, I know this merge feast, no matter how nice it is, will be somebody's last supper.
Yeah, there is a few.
Should I worry about that?
Come back, yes.
So if George has a nice plan for me to jump ship away from these heroes that have been trying to get me out, I am all ears because there is a lot of danger out here.
Should be the lemonade tail.
I need to rip into some fish.
Stevie.
Flick has cut a deal where we all have a common target in Simon. But I know what Flick's like. She changes her mind like the wind. I know to take Flick's promises with a grain of salt in this game.
We're in big trouble, Liz. We haven't spoken since last night. We're screwed.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. I'm telling you.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Guarantee you'll be the first one.
I'm going to be watching Flick because if Flick decides to ditch the deals that she made at the tribe swap part of the game, I could be in the minority. And I know that me and the Spice Girls will be screwed.
Hitting merge is so cool. To be here is a huge milestone in the game. It's like dealing with 12 people, but now it's like game on. And right now, the numbers are currently in favour of the OG heroes.
The chairs.
Is it proper rainproof?
Yeah.
99%.
It is now.
99%.
Should we have a chat about the tribe name?
Okay, guys, let's discuss the tribe name.
We thought of something survivor-focused in Samoa, and that's the word mole mole. And mole mole means 2 things. It means I'm hungry, and it means please.
Just sticking with the theme of heroes and villains, we thought of vigilantes, because not quite a hero, not quite a villain, just somebody who takes the law into their own hands and gets done what needs to get done.
I like them both.
Please do a hand raise.
Why don't we all put it to a vote?
3, 2, 1, mole mole.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6.
That's 6.
I'm getting convinced by the mole mole.
Mole mole it is. It's a 7 there.
Mole mole it is.
It's a democratic god.
I think Vigilantes would have been better, but whatever. The OG heroes are calling the shots. We have the numbers, we have the capability, we have the smartest people on this beach working with us, so I don't care.
Right, let's get out of here.
Good.
Come for a swim, Jared.
Are you guys all going for a swim?
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. Let's have a seat.
Yeah, let's do it. I feel like we've got heaps to catch up on.
Oh my god. Last night, I pledged an allegiance to George, Shani, and Liz. Idea basically because we all have a common target, that being Simon. But I don't know, and I think that like someone's gonna need to budge somewhere to like get a majority, and where's that gonna be, you know? Like Simon sort of seems like the easy vote. He's rubbed a few people up the wrong way. But also I'm aware of the fact that the numbers right now in the games, it's very, very blurry. And I've got a really tough decision to make on what alliance I want to be aligned with for the rest of the game.
I feel like we've got the numbers to vote out whoever we want. Being hero strong. Like OG heroes are me, you, Hayley, Nina, Dave, Sam, Matt, plus Simon is 8.
The way I'm looking at it now, at my OG Hero Alliance, I feel like I'm more towards the top, I'm more involved in the decision making, and I'm leaning more towards that alliance. So we're 8. Yeah.
And then tonight, some point in the night,
Yeah.
come down to the beach
Yeah.
and we'll meet up.
Perfect, all right, that sounds good, yeah.
I'm so happy.
Oh, same. At the end of the day, yes, I pledged my allegiance to George, Shani, and Liz. I had to do whatever possible to keep myself alive in this game. But now that I've made merge, playing with my OG heroes just seems like the right move forward. And with 8 of us, and only 4 of them, I mean, the odds are in our favour.
We've lasted 28 days to get on the action.
How do you guys feel if the first one was Simon? Like, is that off the table? That's what I'm saying.
I think we need.
Those 10 days when I was with my class, these guys were running around like the popular group.
All of a sudden, this is our chance to have a big move. And I think we could see some things changing up in the game, which I'm excited about.
It's just we've picked up the villains once we can do it again. Yes.
Should I get the rice on? Probably.
That's it.
Yeah. Rice straight on.
what been
What the hell was happening last night
Oh.
over there?
the only name that they were like willing to throw around myself and Matt was Simon still. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but like, who's the second? But who's
Yeah.
So, but
And that split will be Shonny, myself, and George, because we're on the other side. I reckon. Realistically.
yeah, interesting. Anyway, that's the updated situation. I'm gonna try and schmooze a bit
Yeah.
longer. Alright.
Do we need to get changed? So that's definitely a lie, obviously. I'm just shook that she's not telling us.
She's definitely not. 100%.
Can't believe she's playing up.
Flick is a great manipulator, but a terrible, terrible liar. I know we have lost Flick, and it's definitely hurtful because I just worked so hard to save her. And I thought that the girls could stick together, but clearly not. George was right. We just had a fake conversation with Flick.
Yep.
And she was like, just want to let you know that there's no update. They're being really cagey with me. They're not giving me anything to get testing. And I was like, do you think I'm dumb?
I warned Shonny and Liz that Flick just changes her mind. And now Flick has thrown us under the bus. We need to get a plan up and running to take back control of this tribe. Right now, there's a block of 5 between Shonny, Liz and myself, and Jerry and Matt. But I'll need 7 people in an alliance to make sure that I'm in a majority. All I need to do is convince Liz and Shonny to take a risk. I think we need to keep our options open because we have an insurance policy with your idol, and I can guarantee you this. Simon's not going anywhere. No one wants to get rid of him. We are better off walking up to Simon and offering him a deal right now, Liz.
No one's taking that. Just think
Like,
about this.
it's true. We need to use Simon as leverage.
Okay.
One of the single biggest moves you can make when you're playing Survivor is to turn your enemy in the game into your friend. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do with Simon.
Oh, yeah. No, it's all right. Yeah, you speak to Sean. Yeah, all good.
Simon is so low on the pecking order.
Well, I'm not getting wet. So.
You're not gonna get wet?
Here?
Can.
If you could give us a second. It's not bad, but yeah. Thank you.
I might be the only person in this new merge tribe that gives him an opportunity to go forward in the game. And I'm gambling that Haley will be interested in working with me. We're gonna put together the alliance that dominates the rest of this game.
Do you want to catch up?
I'd absolutely love to.
Okay.
Can we join Shotty and Simon down here?
Yep, let's go.
As a priority? Come join us, Haley. Join.
Like all these little groups.
Well, I think that's what's happening, Haley.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of pulling off into little groups, and you can kind of see where the focus of groups are. I thought this is a good chance to have a very frank conversation because the deal that we got offered was, Simon, you're out first.
That makes sense, yeah.
I would rather David, Sean, Sam goes, so we have a decision to make moving forward that will determine all of our destiny.
I'm keen on this because Sam has been off me for a very long time.
Yep.
So I've been like clutching on into an alliance just this whole time.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Did you believe me?
Yeah.
What are we going to say to them as what we think is going to happen?
Do you know what you could say? Simon was hanging around like a bad smell, then he walked off, and we're still on the Simon plan.
Do you mind if we say that?
That's what you can say. No offense, Simon.
Sounds good.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah, yep.
I've been at war with Simon for the first half of this game. But if I can reel him in with an offer of peace, I can maneuver him and I can take charge of this game.
Like from there, do you think that that's the best path moving forward for us from here?
What everybody thinks over there is I have this huge personal grudge against you. No one in a million years would ever think that I would want to work with you.
Right now, I'm a lone wolf on the bottom of this tribe. The $500,000 question is, how can I trust George? Someone who has been my mortal enemy in this game.
Right now, you have 0% chance of winning if you do nothing. Like, the safest thing I could do is just let the plan happen, and then it's just like, how boring would that be?
The idea of potentially working with George, I can't believe that's actually coming out of my mouth right now. But that is a real option that I'm looking down the barrel of right now. Bloody hell. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know one thing's for certain. Coming into this individual part of the game, I'm ready to show you what the beast is made of.
Come on in.
Oh, no. It's the one I went out on. It's the one under the bars.
Sam.
Yes.
Does the new tribe have a name?
Yeah, we do have a new name. We come to an arrangement between all of us. The new merged tribe is called Mole Mole.
What does it mean?
It means I'm hungry in Samoan.
So, Nina, how is Mole Mole getting along so far?
So far, so good. Everybody was chatting yesterday, which is a great sign. It didn't stop until God knows what time. No, it's been great so far.
Simon, is making Merge everything you dreamed it would be?
Almost. I'm just really glad to be here and still breathing. Interesting word to be using today.
All right, are you ready to get to your first individual immunity challenge?
Yeah.
Nina?
Jonathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tribal immunity is no more. From now on, this is what you want. Individual immunity. With this around your neck, you are safe. Guaranteed another day in the game. Without it, you could be going home. Today's challenge is going to test your ability to stay calm when every fiber in your body is telling you otherwise. You'll each take a spot in the water under a metal grate. As the tide comes in, the water will rise, and your breathing space will decrease until eventually it is gone. The person who lasts the longest out there wins immunity, safe from the vote. Losers, tribal council, where somebody's going to become the 12th person voted out of this game. Draw for spots. We're going to get to it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's horrible. It's not a position the human body wants to be in. Freaking out, yeah. And you've got no idea how many people are still in.
All right, here we go. Everyone, slide into position.
Oh, it's chilly! Oh, oh my God.
For immunity, this challenge is now on. Pretty easy at the moment. But as that tide comes in and your breathing space disappears, it's gonna get a lot more difficult. First, individual immunity up for grabs today. That first tribal aftermerge is often the most precarious. Finally, everyone's come together, but you don't really know where everyone stands at the moment. The only way to make sure that you don't get caught up in some madness at tribal is walk out of here wearing this necklace. But today, you're not gonna have to push through the pain. You're gonna have to push through the fear.
Slide brace, man. Slide brace.
Minutes in, surprisingly, no one has dropped out. Everyone fighting it out for immunity. That wind is picking up, creating some chop.
Oh no.
Another big surge. Everyone going under. Your breathing space is disappearing. Finally, after 32 minutes, we have our first person out of the challenge. With that, Sam is out of the challenge. That water is right up at the bars now. Shawnee desperately trying to clear her airway. Too much for Shawnee. She is out of the challenge.
Oh my God.
Now we're down to 9. Sean trying to breathe through it. Trying to find that zen place. A big surge. This might sort out a few. Liz can no longer take it anymore. We're down to 8.
Good job, honey.
And out of nowhere, Sean is out of the challenge. Did not expect this.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry does freedom. He might just win this.
Simon's out of the challenge. And now we're down to 6. It's David, Matt, Nina, Jerry, Flick, and Haley. And everyone is under again. That takes out Jerry. Now we're down to 5.
Still 5. I want to talk to Haley because they'll go into blindside.
I don't think so. I think they'll target you.
Today is any indication that we're gonna have some fights on our hands for that necklace coming up.
Sam will go for the big plays. Because if they do that, then we'll get them. Someone's on board.
Flick starting to panic now. Really struggling. Water covering her face now. She goes down. Flick drops out and went down to 4.
Everyone's underwater. How are they breathing?
Haley, completely underwater. Haley's out. And we're down to 3. It's David, Matt and Nina battling it out. Nina continues to blow out bubbles. The boys have a snorkel. Nina with her own technique. Pretty incredible to watch. David trying to breathe through it. And David is out, and we have a showdown between Matt and Nina.
Wow, amazing.
Nina taking on the lifeguard. Determined to leave here wearing that necklace. Wow. Matt really protecting that airway. How many more surges can he press through? Nina's pushing through. Unbelievable. Almost 50 minutes.
This is incredible.
Go, Nita.
Matt gurgling. Who's gonna drop out first? Nina really breathing heavily now. She goes under. And that is it. Nina is out. And Matt wins immunity.
Well done, Maddie.
Almost 50 minutes. Well done, you two. Matt, come on over. Congratulations. First individual immunity is yours. How does that feel?
I'm pretty excited. It's definitely on my survival bucket list to get individual immunity and be safe tonight. It feels pretty good.
Huge effort today.
Thank you.
Amazing. You're safe. Not going anywhere. As for the rest of you, amazing effort from everyone, but sadly, after 29 days, someone going home tonight. Head back to camp. I'll see you tonight.
Matt winning individual immunity is definitely a positive for our Lions. And we're going to Tribal Council not with a plan. Shonny and Liz, they're both massive threats in this game, and if we can take one of them out successfully, we're weakening their alliance. Clear battle lines will be evident after tonight's Tribal Council.
Everyone, the hard challenge. It's very hard.
Survivor Classic.
Now I get to tick this off the bucket list too. Yeah.
And you got to get the tattoo
We'll workshop that one. This new tribe for me, I'm in the position of power.
All right, let's get some food going.
And as a lifeguard, everyone out here trusts me, believes me. That's why I've been cast as a hero in this game. And right now, the OG heroes think that I'm still working with them. But I know I'm going George's way over to this new formed alliance. And I just need to keep my head cool and keep making people continue to trust me the rest of this afternoon.
Anybody else for water? Cool, please, mate. Probably start on this fire. Yeah.
Over there.
What's that? Wow, do we have anybody following us? Anybody crawling around in the bushes?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, so
Yep,
tonight,
straight to it.
what are we doing?
So, I mean, based on our chat that we had last night, one of the girls.
What are you thinking?
Shonny.
Yeah? Happy with that.
Yes. We know that Liz has an idol.
Do you want me to try and flush that?
I think do it.
I say to Liz, like, late. I say to Liz, late, like, there's her name, your name's been thrown up. You might have to play your idol this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we go on Shonny.
Yeah.
So it's so
Yeah.
do it last minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Who's going to go two on Liz?
Yeah.
No, who is going to do
Us
two?
five will do Shawnee.
And you and Matt.
You and Maddie.
Me and Matt. Maddie's coming.
Yeah, come in.
I do that.
And then head back and
Real quickly. Me and you are going to go Liz.
Okay.
And then where Shawnee?
Okay.
The only thing is, right, I'm concerned right now is if we don't get that Simon vote.
At the end of the day, we don't know how much we can trust Simon, but he is a lone wolf. And as far as I see it, he's a number up for grabs. My next stop, I want to check in with him, and then I'll gauge where he's at. I think our best way forward is to pitch to Simon so he doesn't get any ideas about switching back to his original Villains Alliance.
You want to fill us in?
Yeah, sorry.
Who are you guys voting for?
No, we're going for the girls.
As
Yeah.
a Shawnee and Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Simon's test tonight. So if you're in, we've got 8 people. Simon, if you can just give us that one vote on Shawnee, we'll know that you're on board and we will happily take you in.
Going into tonight's tribal council, the scramble is absolutely hectic. The first vote at Merge is one of the most important in the game. And I know we need to dismantle the Alpha Alliance before they start winning immunity challenges, and I have a target in my sights. It's Sam. Sam is someone that focuses his game on loyalty. He's someone that brings the boys together. And if he makes amends with Simon and Matt, my majority of 7 that's formed will turn into a minority very, very quickly.
Here's how I look at it, Jeremy. We're going to get rid of the leader of those alpha males.
Yep. Yep.
And do you know what else we're going to do after we get rid of Sam? We're going to get rid of David, and we're going to get rid of Sean.
Yes.
And then your revenge mission's 100%.
Okay. Let's do the quick one.
Let's do it
All right.
tonight.
Yes.
Vote for Sam.
40%. Yes, 100%. I'm solid.
That's enough.
And then if you need to use the idol, and then right now they're
Got
throwing
it,
it
got it.
between
Go,
the
go,
two.
go. Go, go, go.
George the Unifier will succeed in this campaign, and Sam will be sent home in an epic Survivor blindside.
We're all here.
What are you saying, sorry?
But just like, if we chop off the leader, which is Sam, we're the 7 majority, and Sam will never see it coming.
Yep. Yep. That sounds good.
Simon, just look a tad nervous, you know?
Yeah.
Let's scram, Simon.
Break it
So
up.
should I just want to keep
Put
going
on,
for the
put on your acting skills like I did, and off you go.
Just be like boys, 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 but know that it's not boys.
That's awesome. What? Yeah. Cool.
The most doubt that I have right now is with George, Shawnee, and Liz. These people have openly burnt me. They have dragged my character through the mud. Are they people that I can actually work with? I have no idea. So I just need to get a quick sense check to see what Hayley's feeling and if she's picking up any further information from George.
What's your anxiety levels? Are you? I think they should be low.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
Good.
pretty low.
Okay, good. Let's go staring. She's just staring.
No, let's just go.
I think that if you go with George for this vote, you will continue to free yourself up as this Lone Ranger. And is it correct that you are going on the Lord's side, as in playing with him for this vote?
You know what? I actually haven't made a decision.
I have no idea who's actually going to go home tonight. The one thing that's evident to me is that I came into Merge as a lone wolf, and now I am the swing vote and one of the most powerful influences in the game. What's going on? This is unbelievable. Like, unbelievable.
come so.
I just wondered, like, what's the plan after Sam? How are we going to do it?
Literally, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
This plane is riding on you, so
Yeah.
bend us over a barrel, Simon.
We're at 7. If we get over tonight as a 7, you can have your revenge on Flick.
Yeah.
Because she screwed us over.
This game is wild how fast things change and move. This morning we woke up pretty terrified that we were done for. Now we're sitting in a 7-strong alliance. We've got Shonny, myself, George, Matt, Jerry, Hayley and Simon. And we've decided to take Sam out to weaken the Alpha boys.
I don't know what's George thinking.
We're just saying son. We've wanted that for a long time.
So at the moment we haven't workshopped where the split is, but it's going to be iPhone. They're throwing your name up.
It's bloody idle.
Yeah. I know. Well, I mean, there's only one way. You're not nervous.
No, I think I do need
That's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you feeling all right? Should we have a chat?
Let's have a chat.
Are you getting nervous feelings, or is it just me?
Well, Dave said that they're going in.
I actually think that they will go for me or George. So obviously he's trying to make you feel scared so that you play your idol for yourself.
The fact that we have an idol as a safety net is great, but I don't know if Dave is trying to trick me so they can get rid of Shonny or George.
I still think we have 7.
I do not.
Who's not going to be with us?
Annoyed Simon.
Yeah, because for him it makes sense to like shield himself with the meat around him.
Shonny and Liz don't trust Simon, but I'm not worried one bit. Simon accepted my offer of peace because Simon has absolutely no allies in this game. We are giving Simon hope in the game.
Yeah, like also you guys don't have a very good relationship with him.
Whilst I'm certain all 7 of us are on board, I know I need to placate Liz and Shonny. So I'm going to get an extra number for tonight's vote. If I was to give you advice, you got to start thinking about endgame, and you got to get on the winning ship before it sails away from you. I would rather Sam goes because he's talking around thinking he's the boss. This is just about moving the pieces of the puzzle.
Chats with George are always awkward. He's got this sociopathic, calm manner about him.
I've given you my advice. It's an open invite to get on board.
It's like you're sitting there with Hannibal Lecter and you don't know if he's going to try and eat your flesh.
You honestly think Sam's the better option?
He's the best one to go. There's already 7 voting for him. Get on board. Don't make a mistake tonight.
Yep.
How did you go with George or so?
So he let me know that I need to jump off a sinking ship, jump on the winning one. Thinks he's got 7 votes for you.
You're kidding.
No. Obviously that's not happening.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, I don't know what the real plan is. I don't know what George's real plan is. It could be me. He could just be feeding me you. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got our plan, we got our group, we stick to it.
I had a chat with Sean. I go, You can get on the winning ship or you're going to let it sail. And I told him, we're sticking. So,
Wait, so he knows the plan?
He knows the
Why does he know the plan?
But irrespective, you have the numbers.
No, George. George has spilled the beans to Sean that we are voting for Sam. That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, now we do have to change it.
We're changing it to David right now, just in case Sam does have enough.
Yeah.
So now we're double bluffing. You okay with that?
Yes.
Done.
And George, come back
No
here.
more loose lips.
From now on.
The more I think about it, there's no difference between Sam and David. One's a potato, one's a potato.
Okay.
And I'm gonna toss out the rotting veggies right where they belong. Here's now, It's not. No, Matt, this is your move, okay? This is your big move. Put my head out on the white. I'm gonna go wash this pot.
No, I'm telling you, this is the 7 that goes all the way.
They swapped the vote to David without an explanation. I'm definitely starting to get a little bit nervous.
Jerry, how are you feeling about it?
On target. Let's go to tribal council. Let's knock it on the head.
George, Jerry, and myself, we made a final pact together. But maybe working with George isn't the best idea. I don't know whether I can fully trust him. And so I really need to weigh up all my options sitting at tribal tonight and make a decision that's best for my game. Tonight, I have a couple of pretty hefty options ahead of me. I can either bury the hatchet and actually work with my mortal enemy in George and his alliance, or I can stick with the OG heroes, blend in with the big boys, and try to navigate my way through to the end. Right now, for tonight's vote, I'm going to grab my destiny to set up my end game and be sole survivor.
Experience the game like never before with extended tribal councils, unseen moments, interviews, and more over on 10Play.
So many people.
Wow, full house again.
Yep.
Crazy.
God, it's huge.
Is this feeling overwhelming?
It feels like I'm starting again.
It is a bit like that. To that point, Haley, the first tribal council after merge, would you agree that it's one of the trickiest moments in this game?
Absolutely. It's harder than the first one because there are already now existing relationships before swap, after swap, and now at merge. And you're trying to figure out where you sit within those. So it's really hard.
Have you been able to work it out?
I think I have, but we'll find out tonight if I got that right.
So Matt, the last time you were here, you were pitching for your life.
Yeah.
You had no choice, no power, and tonight it seems like you've got both because you got that necklace.
I know. How the tides can turn so quickly in this game.
You've spent a lot of time with almost everyone here. So is tonight a critical choice for you about who you're going to work with moving forward?
I think tonight's choice is about
securing my future in the game with people that I want to play with.
So, George, if you could sum it up in one word, how would you describe this moment in the game?
I think this moment in the game is the turning point. You're going to have players that are going to get to the end because of the decisions that they make tonight, and you're going to have players that fall by the wayside.
So how comfortable do you feel about your position tonight?
I'm 100% confident tonight. If you don't know what's happening on day 29, then what the hell has been going on the past couple of weeks?
Liz, you're used to working with smaller groups. Is it stressful dealing with such a big bunch of people?
Yes. I'm very stressed. There's only a handful of villains left here. So I'm very concerned for myself tonight. I think I'm near the bottom of this pecking order.
Shani, you also concerned?
Yes. Because I'm relying on people to make it through myself, this vote. And I feel like, yeah, there's just a lot going on.
So, David, you've come from a small, cozy tribe compared to this one. And it's easy to make something happen with fewer numbers. But when you get to a tribe this size, it's a whole different story.
It is a whole different story. There's different relationships, different dynamics amongst it, and tribe swap grows up, potential fractures or strengthens your alliance.
Do you think you've been able to pull in enough people to get the numbers to make something happen?
Yeah, I believe I have strong enough relationships around me.
We're speaking a lot about relationships. This is Survivor, it's not The Bachelor. And what matters in Survivor is cutting a series of deals. And tonight there is one very, very obvious person that needs to go. And my understanding is that person will go home and walk down that path and we'll never see him again.
See him. Fleck, what do you make of that?
That it's not me. He said him.
Yes. Quite clearly said him.
Yes.
What about you, Sam? Do you have any idea?
I might have a fair idea. Like, if I use my imagination.
Well, Simon, often in this game, the people at the bottom suddenly become the crucial swing vote come merge. Has that been your experience this afternoon?
I came in here with not a lot of power into this merge. Just a bit of a lone wolf. It's I think there is new life for me.
How important is it to move past old grievances in this game?
I'm still taking it day at a time. But that's a pretty big part of the decision-making process.
Well, on that note, I think it is time to vote. Well, I think it is time to vote. George, you're up.
David, we've had an epic season of heroes v villains, and you've played a very important role as a raw potato. So consider your game now cooked.
tonight this vote is for me to secure myself in the alliance that I think can take me to the end game.
I'll go count the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now be the time to do so.
Hello.
Well. All right, who do you want to play it for?
Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Liz. Are you sure you want to do it?
Shawnee.
Shawnee, okay.
All right.
All right, I can confirm that this is in fact a hidden immunity idol, and any votes cast for Shawnee will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Shawnee, does not count. Shawnee, does not count. Shawnee, does not count. Shawnee, does not count. That's 4 votes, Shawnee.
Thanks, Blake.
Liz, that's 1 vote, Liz. David. 1 vote, Liz. 1 vote, David. David. 1 vote, Liz. 2 votes, David. David. 3 votes, David. 1 vote, Liz. David. 4 votes, David. 1 vote, Liz. 12th person voted out of Heroes versus Villains. David. That's 5 votes. That's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Yeah. David, the tribe has spoken.
Yep. Done. See you guys.
Right, David, right.
See you, David.
No prisoners from now on. They're all dead.
Well, a vote like that will help you remember exactly who your friends really are. Grab your torches, head back to camp, unite. Tomorrow night on Australian Survivor.
Vigilantes, assemble!
A powerful force has taken over the